What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here. In today's video, we have a battle submission from Super Shadow number 0. If you guys have been following the channel, you guys know this is an awesome battle, and we have Abomasnow, Swampert, and Sableye, all triple shadows. Let me know what you guys think about this team. Shout out to Super Shadow number 0 for sharing these battles with us, and let's get into it. Alright, game 1. Abomasnow on the lead versus Altaria. We will take that all day, every day. That is a very positive matchup, and a Lantern safe swap. Talk about a core breaker right here. You know, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but a lot of teams get core broken by Abomasnow. It's either like Abomasnow core breaks the entire team, or it gets countered by the entire team. That's just something that I've noticed, and this is a good situation here for Abomasnow, where they can definitely stay in because they are resisting both the fast moves and the charge moves from here from Lantern. Now, they have to start shielding at some point. They are a Shadow Abomasnow, which means they're still going to take a good amount of extra damage here from something that they would otherwise resist. So we will see an Energy Ball now come through once again, just trying to get this Lantern out of the way. They do get 2 shields. Here comes the next Energy Ball. Nope, don't get to it in time. They're going to have to double shield now in order to keep Abomasnow alive. Remember, they only need really 1 Weather Ball to take out the Altaria. So this is looking very, very good. The opponent now swaps into Registeel. So this is what we call a good game, because they get checkmated right here, because the Swampert now will be able to get to the Earthquake here to one-shot Registeel. Abomasnow has both an Energy Ball and a Weather Ball locked and loaded. Boom! Down goes Registeel, and then in will likely come the Altaria, hoping to get as close to a Sky Attack as possible, but ultimately that's not going to happen. And do they get to the Hydro Cannon? Wow, they get to the Hydro Cannon in time. Okay. This is going to be resisted, but still, it's going to be a good game. Abomasnow is going to be able to check this one. And the opponent is, okay, just deciding to take it out. All right, Abomasnow is going to come in, go for the Weather Ball, and then Energy Ball the Lantern, and they didn't even need the Shadow Sableye. Now, you may be looking at this right now wondering, should I invest in a Shadow Sableye? I would honestly say set yourself up with the return Sableye first and then look to build yourself a Shadow, because it's just that much more expensive. Good game. All right, moving to the next one. We have Froslass here on the lead, so kind of a tough matchup. They're taking a lot of neutral damage from Powder Snow, and they're going to go ahead and go for Weather Ball for the shield bait right here. Now, will the opponent respect the potential Energy Ball? Yeah, they do. So they're very fearful of that, and they actually have a good counter in the back with Sableye in order to handle the Froslass, but they're going to decide to shield the Avalanche and hope to get to this Energy Ball in time. No, they do not. This is what makes Froslass potentially so deadly against this team, is because of that Avalanche damage doing neutral across the whole board, so they don't have to go for the Shadow Ball in order to potentially win. Now, here comes the Energy Ball. They decide to shield that one as well. Sableye is going to go ahead and come in, and we do see a Swampert swap in. Granted, we could kind of see that in the back, right? With the Froslass lead, it makes a lot of sense to have a Swampert back there, and thankfully Foul Play is going to do a lot right here. Oh my goodness, the Swampert almost got one shot from the Foul Play, but here comes the Hydro Cannon in return, and both Pokemon are extremely low, and they're gonna let him take it out. They need to come in. I mean, do you come in with your Shadow Swampert and farm down? Yeah, they're gonna come in with the Swampert and farm down, get ahead on energy. We don't know what that final Pokemon is gonna be. Let's find out. Froslass doesn't have any energy, maybe a little bit. It's gonna be a race. They do get to the Hydro Cannon in time, so that last Pokemon, I wonder if it's a Charizard or something. Let's find out. Hydro Cannon lands. Boom! Final Pokemon is going to be Galarian Stunfisk. Same difference. They can win the race to the Earthquake now because of CMP tie, and also they're ahead on energy. So that's going to be a good game, very well played. A back and forth of booms right here. Boom! Down goes the Galarian Stunfisk. Yeah, this is a very fun team to be playing with right here. All right, moving to the next one. We have Abomasnow on the lead versus Medicham. Okay, let's see how they decide to handle this. They're going to decide to stay in? Interesting. Okay, they're going to go ahead and just go for a Weather Ball. Maybe just chip down the Medicham and look to just farm down with Sableye potentially. Yeah, okay. All right, that seems to be the play. They're going to go ahead and go for double Weather Ball right here. Medicham is trying to commit to the farm down, but now it's going to be forced to shield, which they do get the shield. Perfect. And a CMP tie. That's even better right here, because now Sableye is free to come in and farm down. They decide to undercharge so they can get one more counter in. That's okay. Sableye is going to come in and farm down with Shadow Claw. They're going to go ahead and let this go. Now, hopefully there is no grass type in the back for the Swampert, but we do see a Noctowl come in, and this is what's dangerous. This is a Sableye with Power Gem. Remember, it has to be purified in order to get return, and Power Gem does what? Super effective damage. You love to see it. And they are going to be forced to shield right here as they need to get to this foul play in order to force the final shield from Noctowl. Now, we don't know what that third Pokemon is just yet, but if I had to take a guess, I would say Galarian Stunfisk or Bastiodon or Registeel with the Medicham and Noctowl. So this is looking like Swampert is going to go ahead and sweep. It could be a Trevenant, which still they could potentially win, but they're going to let the Sky Attack go through. I think it is going to be Galarian Stunfisk in the back. Just team reading right here. They're going to have to respect the Sky Attack as they do put up the final shield, and now they need to be careful about energy. They're going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Cannon now to take out Noctowl. There's still the Medicham, which I believe swapped out. I could be wrong, mistaken. Nope, it's still back there. It did swap out. It's extremely low. They're going to commit to the farm down, and they get it. The final Pokemon is Sableye. Okay, so not a Galarian Stunfisk, but something that Hydro Cannon can still absolutely decimate, as they do have two. And it's a shiny Sableye at that. So that is going to be a good game. Very well played. This team is all about the shields and energy advantage. Boom. Down goes the Sableye. All right, moving to the next battle. We have Abomasnow on the lead versus Trevenant. Okay, pretty positive lead right here. We do see a swap out into Stunfisk, which is perfect because Swampert is just going to go ahead and come in and take care of that. Thank you very much. Hydro Cannon is going to be doing super effective damage. Now, what's great here is this isn't going to one-shot, especially since they went for the Great instead of the Excellent, because now they can safely shield and farm down. Now, granted, okay, that was an Earthquake. I didn't think they made it in time. Maybe they were a little bit late. But they can now fully farm down with Mud Shot, as the Galarian Stunfisk can only throw a Rock Slide, which is going to be resisted. And even a Trevenant, right? Grass-type Pokemon resisting... Oh, they're going to let him chip him down even more. Resisting Hydro Cannons, it's still going to hurt, guys. It does a lot of damage to the Trevenant. And they're desperately looking to swap into Sableye now to force the Trevenant to swap out. But unfortunately, it can't. It has to stay in. We don't know what the final Pokemon is going to be, but that Swampert is loaded on energy. So they decide to shield the Seed Bomb. Trevenant now is going to swap out. It's going to be a Bastiodon in the back. That's a beautiful team read right here. Right, determining that, okay, there was a Trevenant in the lead, Galarian Stunfisk safe swap, they might have a Bastiodon in the back, and they draw it out with the Sableye now, which can spam these foul plays and force shields here from Bastiodon, because, yep, there's the first one. It's gonna get low enough where it will get knocked out, and they decided to throw energy right here. So Swampert, and there's still the Abomasnow to deal with, that Trevenant has to deal with. So Swampert's gonna go ahead and come in. Look to go for the back-to-back Hydro Cannons right here, as it's going to be doing so much super effective damage. Bastiodon will not survive, so it's going to have to shield, and then they already have two ready to go, so they're going to go ahead and go for the second one, and that is looking to be a good game, very well played. Now, Trevenant, they could no-shield this, which they do, and they're going to go ahead and swap in the Trevenant, which now loses... Oh, no! Do they get to the Shadow Ball? This might be a lot. If this is Shadow... I don't think it is. Oh, it is the Shadow Ball! Oh, and Abomasnow barely survives right there. Able to get the Weather Ball off, as it will take out the Trevenant. And this... Oh, this is so close. Bastiodon, how much energy does it have? Oh, the Swampert barely gets to the Hydro Cannon in time. That's going to be a good game. Very well played. That got a lot closer than I thought it was going to. Oh, my goodness. Very close one. All right, moving to the next one. Abomasnow versus Obstacoon. Okay, this is a tough battle. What are they going to do? They're going to opt to stay in. Just like the Medicham lead, they're going to go ahead and stay in and look to pressure with Weather Ball. Now, this could straight just be a cross chop right here for super effective damage. They're going to shield the Night Slash and no boost as well. If it was a boost, oh, they're going for Energy Ball right here. This is very crucial because the Obstacoon might just let it go. No, they decided to shield, so that is unfortunate. They tried to swap out to catch the charge move on Sableye right there. So now they're going to be forced to double shield, as this is going to be the cross shot. Night Slash would have taken him out anyways. And they do get to another Energy Ball in time. This is going to take out Obstacoon. They have to respect it. And they do, so they're going to go ahead and shield. Now... this is tough. They got to come in with Swampert. Hydro Cannon's going to KO. Oh, man. What do you do if you read this as the Obstacoon? You might need to swap out, depending on what they have in the back. Do we see a swap out? No, we don't. Okay, I was definitely anticipating them to try to swap and maybe catch the charge move on something in the back, but they decided to let it go. And let's see what's going to come in now. It's going to be a Skarmory. All right, so this might have... Oh my goodness, this is going to be very close because this is going to be a Brave Bird coming in. You know it, I know it. But what we don't know is what that third Pokemon is going to be in the back. Because we all see this Brave Bird coming through right here. This is going to do so much damage. They shouldn't be Sky Attacking right here. No, why would you Sky Attack? He's going to get to another foul play. Oh, the opponent swaps out into Runerigus. This is a good opportunity for Swampert right here because they can get to the Hydro Cannon. This does super effective damage now to Runerigus. I think it does one-shot as well. Yes, it does. Boom! Down goes the Runerigus, and Skarmory is going to lose the CMP tie because they did it. Oh, man. Good game right there. Swampert is going to go ahead and take it. That was a close one. I'm surprised we didn't see a Brave Bird and then swap out. All right, we got... Why is it laggy? Okay, we got... Okay, it's just slowed down a little bit right there. We had a Bastiodon on the lead, Sableye Safe Swap, Shadow Victory Bell Swap, and Razor Leaf Chunking, as we like to see. But can they get to another foul play? No, they're not going to be able to. So Abomasnow is going to have to come in and farm down now with Powder Snow. But Victory Bell might just be able to get an Acid Spray off, or maybe even a Sludge Bomb. I'm not sure how much energy it got right there, but this charge move, yeah, they're going to let it go. I think it's just a Leaf Blade. No, it's a Leaf Tornado. Okay, and the attack harshly fell. The switch clock is not back up yet, which means Bastiodon is free to fully farm up right now as they go for an Energy Ball. Not only to do neutral damage, but delay the switch clock so they can get into that Swampert right here. Now, is it going to be a double grass team? Let's see, they swap out into Swampert. Final Pokemon is going to be a Trevenant. So it was a double grass team, but remember what I said earlier. Swampert's Hydro Cannons do so much damage to a Trevenant that it might actually be able to win this one. This is going to be close. In order to win this, they have to land 2 Hydro Cannons, and the Trevenant only has 1 shield remaining. So this is actually, yeah, see, look at how much damage that is. Yeah, they should be able to win this. They're going to get the shield now from Trevenant. It's going to be very close race to the double charge move from Trevenant as well, as they're going to try to go for back-to-back Seed Bomb. They overfarmed a bit. They're going to go ahead and shield, and now they have to go for the Hydro Cannon. Switch clock is not back up yet, and they do get it in time. So now this Bastiodon is in a very tough position because it has to get rid of the Swampert right away. It did load up on energy, but it doesn't matter. Swampert gets to the Hydro Cannon in time, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. No, it survives! Okay, well, I think Abomasnow is going to be able to... Can it Powder Snow down? Uh-oh. Yeah, it should be able to Powder Snow down. Okay. Still very close right there. These games are, like, making me stop talking. Like, is it going to make it? I don't know. All right, we got Abomasnow versus Defense Form Deoxys right here. So they have a good answer in the back with Sableye, but like we've seen before with Medicham and Obstacoon, what they like to do is stay in and get themselves shield advantage, because that's what this team is all about, right? You're going to sweep with Swampert or you're going to sweep with Sableye, and they do get a shield right there. The Defense Form Deoxys isn't too worried, and it's just going to try to commit to the full farm down and look to unload energy on the back end as they get to a Weather Ball now to just do some extra chip damage. So they're fine with letting Abomasnow go down. They're going to come in with that Sableye and just Shadow Claw down right back. Granted, they're going to take a lot of damage from Super Rock Slide or Thunderbolt, and it's not going to do super effective damage because of the Shadow typing here on Sableye. It's not really a typing, it's just like an added feature of the Pokemon, but they're going to go ahead and shield that Thunderbolt and farm it down. Now, so even on shields and behind on health, and that is a Pidgeot in the back. I believe that was because that looked like Gust. As they go for the foul play, they do get a shield. They're going to swap now into Swampert, and in comes a Lantern. That is the last thing. Oh, no, Lantern, you are unshielded, as this Surf is not going to be enough damage to take out the Swampert. They're going to go ahead and overload on energy, go for the Earthquake right here to boom this Lantern and its whole family. Oh, you love to see it. Boom! Down goes the Lantern. In comes the Pidgeot as they go for the Hydro Cannon. But Pidgeot might just be able to farm down with Gust right here. It's going to be extremely close. Yeah, they do farm down. So this is now very dangerous for Sableye. They have to get to the foul play in time. And they do at the last second, so the opponent did not have 2 charge moves in order to close that one out, as foul play will be taking down the Pidgeot. I think the opponent closed the app. That's going to be a good game, very well played. Again, you're facing those hard, kind of, really hard counter leads, Abomasnow, Medicham, and Defense Form Deoxys. Same thing right here with the Medicham. They're looking to stay in. Even though this is a losing matchup, they just want to go straight for Weather Balls and do as much damage as possible to get this Medicham extremely low. And Medicham will have to throw energy. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and throw the Ice Punch, and they're going to let this go because now Medicham didn't get a lot of energy off of that. They don't get to the Weather Ball in time. They can now safely come in with Sableye and load up on energy right here and don't necessarily have to shield the Ice Punch and get ahead on energy. But let's see what other Pokemon are going to be in the back. It's going to be a Lantern, so they're going to come in right away with Swampert. Now, the tough thing right here, we saw how much damage Surf did to Swampert in the last game. It's going to force them to shield because it just does so much, but they have to land an Earthquake in order to take out the Lantern. And they also need to get Shield Baits in order to potentially get these shields, because if an Earthquake gets shielded, they fall that much further behind. But they do get a shield with the first Hydro Cannon, which is good to see. They can safely let this next Surf through and look to push this Earthquake right here, because this is the time when, if they're going to go for the Earthquake, now is the time, because the opponent might just let it go, worried that they don't want to shield a second Hydro Cannon. So do they land it? No, they do respect it and shield. So now Swampert, do you let it go on Swampert? I think you do. Yeah, they got to let it go. Sableye is going to be able to close this game out potentially. They're loading up on energy. They have to throw the foul play here, and hopefully with the Shadow added to this, it does enough neutral damage to take out Lantern. Yes, it does. And the final Pokemon is going to be a Noctowl, so they should be able to get... Oh, yeah, they do get to the Power Gem. I'm reading if they might try to sack swap into Medicham to catch the charge move right here, but Power Gem just does so much damage, and this is going to be very, very close. If the opponent can catch a foul play, it's game over, but let's see how they play this out. Oh, no, the opponent just straight swapped in and gets farmed down, making this a good game as they can go for a second Power Gem right here. So, yeah, that's going to be a good game. So, a poorly timed swap by the opponent to try to catch the charge move. They're definitely very far away from the next foul play. All right, moving to the next one, we have Abomasnow versus Walrein. Shadow Walrein on the lead. Uh-oh. So both Pokemon can do a lot of damage to each other. Weather Balls and Powder Snows are going to do neutral here to Abomasnow. And the Energy Ball is basically going to near one-shot this Shadow Walrein. I wouldn't be surprised if it does one-shot. So let's see if they land it. Yes, it does! Boom! See ya, Walrein! Get out of here! Skarmory comes in, and in comes the Sableye, and out comes an Azumarill. So this is actually a pretty good situation where if they can get this Azumarill low enough, Shadow Swampert can come in and farm down with Mudshot, but that's going to require a lot of damage from Shadow Claw and Power Gem. Now, they decide to go for a foul play right here, just before the Azumarill looks to go for their first Play Rough, because this now is a very, very good opportunity for them, like I said, to come in and farm down, because even if they have to give up one shield on the Swampert, getting all that Mudshot energy is going to be worth it. But they instead decide to come in with the Abomasnow. Let this go through. Yeah, they're going to let the Ice Beam go through, and now you come in with Swampert and load up on energy, because against Skarmory, you're going to outpace it, and those Hydro Cannons are going to do so much damage. Granted, they are forced to shield right here, which is perfectly fine, because they... Yeah, this Skarmory is not going to like the Hydro Cannons coming through. Now, Skarmory has to get 2 Sky Attacks off in order to win this game, and I don't think they have that much energy, because they swapped out pretty quick into Azumarill when that Sableye came in. So now 2 more Hydro Cannons have to land, because this final one, or this one is going to get the shield. But I don't know. Can Swampert make it? I think Skarmory gets the 2 Sky Attacks right here. Here comes the first one. And I think they might be... I wasn't counting it. I feel like they're 1 or 2 away. 1, 2. They were 2 away. Oh, that is unfortunate for the Skarmory, but good here for the Swampert, and a good play by Super Shadow number 0 to load up all that energy against Azumarill, so that they knew that the Hydro Cannons would be able to win the game for them. All right, good game. Moving to the next one, we got Abomasnow versus Cofagrigus on the lead. So somewhat of a neutral matchup. The team read in the back is going to be kind of tough. Granted, you might be thinking there's going to be a Steel in the back, maybe Galarian Stunfisk, maybe Registeel based on the Cofagrigus lead, and there's the Registeel coming in right there. That's what you have to do when you're team reading your opponents based on their lead. You got to think of what could be in the back. So depending on how they want to play this could be a Cofagrigus. Oh, boom! I thought Registeel was gonna shield. Nope. Okay, all right. We're choosing violence today. No shield. It's just let everything go through. Shadow. Oh, just right back. I don't want to hurt your eardrums, but this is just a back and forth. This is absolutely brutal, and I wouldn't be surprised what I was trying to get at if there's a Galarian Stunfisk in the back, based on the team composition right here, or a Bastiodon. So let's see what they decide to do. They're going to go ahead and let this go through. It is going to be the Dark Pulse. They're going to swap into Sableye. And it's going to be a Mawile. Okay, so I didn't predict Mawile, but Double Steel did make sense. So this Mawile is actually going to do a lot of damage with Fairy Wind. As you guys can see, it's doing super effective damage, but Shadow Claws are going to start adding up, and this is going to be a very, very close battle, because in order for them to take out the Mawile, it has to be the Shadow Claw damage, and I think that Fairy Wind is too much. Yes, the opponent made a crucial mistake not throwing the chart. Well, maybe they don't have Power Up Punch. No, they just have Iron Heads. Yeah, Sableye's going to take it right there. In comes Cofagrigus. They can go for the Foul Play now, which is going to force that final shield. And then it's going to be a Shadow Claw Ray. Or they do have double Foul Play. Yeah, that is going to be a good game. Very well played. But again, the team read was somewhat there, right? Cofagrigus, a Registeel swap in. So that means there's probably going to be another Steel in the back. Granted, I thought it was Bastiodon and Galarian Stunfisk, but it was a Mawile. So, Super Shadow number 0, thank you for sharing these battles with us. Abomasnow, Swampert, and Sableye. What you guys saw with that Abomasnow, if they faced a lead loss like Medicham, Obstacoon, or Defense Form Deoxys, which we saw multiple battles with, they just try to get themselves shield advantage and then come in and farm up with Sableye and let Sableye and Swampert sweep those games. So, really cool team, really fun, very glassy, very dangerous. So, like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.